in the cover of my book, that's where we lived for many months. Then we lived in a proper slum where approximately close to 3,000 people shared 3 toilets. We lost 4 siblings before the age of 6 months. Poverty, hunger. We almost lost the 5th sibling, which is a miracle in itself. Trained to starve, we starved for days on end, and it was a very, very...
Right. Also, Gillian, in your autobiography, Indian English, you've spoken atrocity. There was a parallel kindness.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be here in front of you if there wasn't, and that's why I owe everything in me back to this country. That's how I feel, and I can't help that. That is just something that has happened. However, whichever way you'd like to position it, that is what I feel. My 5th sibling was dying. She was brought home and the doctors had given up on her. We felt as though the world had given. My mom, in a way, had everything was just crushing down and coming down on us with just this little one who wasn't expected to live, and we were supposed to watch her and say, that's okay. Yes, she's the 5th, she's not expected to live, so what? No, it's that. I ran to him with a little steel bowl, and in front of me he diluted milk with a whole bucket of water. That little milk every single day, and that little milk is in which I mixed the little powders that the doctor gave us. How can you not be grateful for that? If those people didn't love us, honestly, we wouldn't be alive today, Nancy. How could we?
Right. Also, Gillian, during your stay in India, I mean, you had gone through a lot with no food to live, your parents' bad health, and the treatment meted out to you because of the way you spoke. But now today, you still chose back to come to India, and you are helping and reaching out to the privileged children here.
Yes, because, and I say this and I try to say this, I did not write the book because I wanted people to know my story. There are thousands of people in the world who have sad stories. The idea of writing the story is primarily to get people to understand your circumstances. As Maya Angelou said, I can be changed by my circumstances, but I refuse to be reduced by it. And that is what the message I want people to get from that book. I want people to put pictures on it this very trip and understand that you yourself have to make that decision. And once you do, you can create any amount of wealth or any amount of success, and you can do anything you want to do. In my case, I'm passionate about changing lives. If that's what you want to do that. But you first have to make that decision. I do believe what religion you are, God has given you 2 very precious gifts. One, a human brain. As we Christians say, He's created us. So there you go, you have the human brain. And secondly, it's the power of choice. You have the power to believe that that is your fate and God wants that of you, then you will remain there and you will never get out. And that, no, I'm not going to accept this. William Buckley said a wonderful thing. He said, endurance is not the ability to bear a hard thing, but to turn it into glory. So, yes, many people starve and many people lived with us, and many like this all over the world every day. We watch the television, but and use your past or use your circumstances and turn it into glory is when people, and that's what I want every little girl and boy to aspire to do, to turn their circumstances and to turn all their hardship into glory.
Gillian Haslam, pleasure talking to you. We wish you all the very best for your future. And Ganeshi Lal, Nancy Kohli, Doordarshan News.